In the vast realm of theoretical physics and imaginative narratives, the concept of time travel has always intrigued mankind. This compilation explores the 10 most convincing instances of purported time travel that have fascinated historians and scientists alike. 1. The mystery of the Philadelphia experiment. One of the most prominent alleged occurrences of time travel is the Philadelphia experiment, a story that emerged in the late 1940s. The tale tells of the USS Eldridge, a naval ship that reportedly disappeared and reappeared, marking a significant point in supposed time travel history. In October 1943, the USS Eldridge was claimed to have been rendered invisible, teleported from Philadelphia to Norfolk, Virginia, and then back in a matter of minutes. This supposed event stemmed from the United States Navy's alleged attempt at creating a technology that could make their ships invisible to radar, using an application of Einstein's unified field theory. The ship, filled with sailors, was enveloped in a green-blue glow before it vanished. The Philadelphia experiment story gained popularity due to the intriguing narrative of one supposed participant, Carlos Allende, aka Carl Allen. According to Allende, he observed the Eldridge's teleportation from the deck of a nearby ship, the SS Andrew Furuseth. He claimed that he witnessed the Eldridge disappear from its original location and reappear in Norfolk, Virginia, before returning to Philadelphia. Allende described that the sailors aboard the Eldridge suffered severely. Some were physically fused to the ship's metal when it reappeared, while others became insane or vanished completely. These terrifying consequences, he claimed, were a result of the sailors being out of their original time. Many aspects of the Philadelphia experiment story have been debunked or remain unverified. Yet it continues to fascinate because it combines elements of known scientific theories with compelling human narratives. No concrete evidence supports the event, and the U.S. Navy denies any involvement in such experiments. Still, the tale has been popularized in books, films, and articles, making it an enduring piece of time travel lore. Despite the lack of credibility, this alleged event has provoked discussion and exploration around the boundaries of theoretical physics and scientific possibility. It has also led to explorations of government conspiracy theories and secret experiments. The Philadelphia experiment, with its engaging blend of science, mystery, and human drama, will forever be remembered as one of the most persuasive instances of alleged time travel. Number 2. The curious case of John Titor. In the annals of alleged time travel cases, the curious instance of John Titor stands out distinctly. It's a story that originated from the infant days of the internet, back in 2000, and unfolded in a series of forum posts that claimed to reveal our future. John Titor, a self-proclaimed time traveler, claimed to be a military soldier from 2036, part of a government project tasked with retrieving an IBM 5100 computer from 1975 to debug various legacy computer programs. Titor initially interacted through faxes to Art Bell's radio show, Coast to Coast AM, before taking to internet forums. On these forums, Titor interacted with a variety of users, answering questions about the future and his mission. He outlined a drastically different future where the United States had split into 5 smaller regions, world wars had ravaged the earth, and society had returned to a simpler, more localized form of living. He provided technical specifications and schematics of his time machine, which he claimed was installed in a 1967 Chevrolet. One notable aspect of Titor's story is his detailed description of time travel mechanics, stating that it involved traveling through multiple worldlines rather than one linear timeline. This allowed him to explain potential inconsistencies or inaccuracies in his predictions, as he might be experiencing a slightly different timeline than ours. Despite his doom-laden descriptions of the future, Titor also claimed to live in a world with a stronger sense of community, less dependence on technology, and a heightened value for skilled labor and human relationships. His narrative was as much a commentary on societal and technological trends as it was an intriguing time travel tale. There were inconsistencies in Titor's story and inaccuracies in his predictions. His prediction of civil war in the United States by 2004 did not occur. Also, while Titor asserted the IBM 5100 had a unique ability to debug and emulate legacy code, This claim was neither widely known nor fully proven at the time. In 2001, Titor announced he would be returning to his time, and his posts abruptly stopped. Attempts to track the IP address of his posts led to a company named the John Titor Foundation, but further connections remained elusive. His story lives on as an internet legend, and books and websites have been dedicated to dissecting his every post. The story of John Titor is one of the most elaborate and interactive claims of time travel, making it an unforgettable entry in our list. Whether it was a sophisticated hoax, a social experiment, or an actual case of time travel is up to one's own interpretation. Regardless of its authenticity, Titor's narrative undeniably tapped into the public's fascination with the unknown future and the theoretical possibility of time travel. Number 3. The time-traveling hipster in the 1940s photograph. Photographic evidence has often been cited in arguments for time travel, and perhaps the most famous example is a 1941 image sometimes referred to as the time-traveling hipster. This photograph, originating from the Brelorne Pioneer Museum in British Columbia, Canada, displays an unusual figure amidst a crowd, raising questions about time and reality. The picture was taken at the reopening of the South Fork Bridge in Goldbridge, British Columbia. At first glance, it appears to be a typical historical photograph, showing a crowd of locals gathering for the event. However, a closer look reveals a man who seems oddly out of place. This figure, dubbed as the time-traveling hipster, is dressed in what appears to be modern attire: a printed t-shirt, sunglasses, and holding a portable camera, all strikingly different from the period clothing worn by the crowd around him. These anachronistic details led to speculation that the man could be a time traveler accidentally captured on film. The photograph's intrigue is amplified by the man's nonchalant demeanor amidst the sea of formally dressed individuals. The image spread rapidly across the internet, sparking debate and excitement over the possibility of unintentional evidence of time travel. Skeptics, however, have provided plausible explanations for the seemingly out-of-place figure. The sunglasses, while unusual for the period, were indeed available and in use at the time, especially in sports like skiing. Similarly, the modern-looking shirt could have been a sweater with a sewn-on emblem, a style that was not entirely uncommon then. The camera held by the man was identified as a Kodak folding pocket model, which was available in the early 1900s. Yet the photograph continues to ignite the public's imagination, largely due to the visual impact of the figure's distinctively different attire in comparison to his surroundings. This scenario has served as inspiration for various media pieces, including films, novels, and even meme culture. The time-traveling hipster photograph, whether it is a peculiar coincidence or something more, has been etched into the chronicles of alleged time travel cases. Its ability to provoke thought and ignite debate on the plausibility of time travel remains unparalleled. It invites us to look closer, question our assumptions, and entertain the possibilities of the fantastical, even when clad in the seemingly ordinary. Although the photo's authenticity and the real story behind the hipster remain shrouded in mystery, the allure it holds over those captivated by time travel theories remains undiminished. It serves as a captivating visual puzzle, stimulating the imagination and keeping the discourse on time travel alive and well. Number 4. The Charlie Chaplin movie's time-traveling woman. In the world of cinema, few have the iconic status of Charlie Chaplin. However, Chaplin's silent film The Circus, released in 1928, stirred an unexpected debate in the 21st century that extended beyond the comedic genius's on-screen antics. The contention revolves around a brief scene in the film's extras, where a woman appears to be using a device strikingly similar to a modern mobile phone. The controversy began in 2010 when Irish filmmaker George Clark stumbled upon this peculiar scene. The woman who appears in the film's extras walking in the background seems to be talking into a device held to her ear. Clark, fascinated by this anachronistic detail, posted a video on YouTube showcasing this anomaly and speculating about the woman being a time traveler with a cell phone. This video garnered millions of views and sparked a massive online debate about the nature of the device and the woman's identity. The mysterious woman became an internet sensation, with theories suggesting she was a time traveler caught in the act of using technology decades before its invention. Skeptics, however, offer a less extraordinary explanation. They propose that the device is a portable hearing aid, which was being developed and used around the time the film was made. Siemens, a German company, had started producing compact, pocket-sized hearing aids by the late 1920s, which could explain the woman's behavior and the device she is holding. Despite the plausible explanations, the scene's intrigue has not faded. The mystery woman of The Circus still captivates time travel enthusiasts and curious minds alike, contributing to the allure and mystery surrounding time travel's possibility. The incident serves as a fascinating exploration into how our understanding and interpretation of history can be altered with advancements in technology. Something that seemed mundane or explainable at one point in time could be viewed entirely differently through the lens of future knowledge and technological progress. Number 5. The Moberly-Jourdain Incident at the Versailles Palace. Amidst the tales of time travel, the Moberly-Jourdain incident stands as one of the most elegantly recounted and debated episodes. This peculiar case involves two British women who claimed to have unwittingly stumbled into the late 18th century while visiting the Palace of Versailles in France. On August 10, 1901, Charlotte Anne Moberly and Eleanor Jourdain, both academicians from the UK, visited the Petit Trianon, a small chateau in the grounds of the Palace of Versailles. As they toured the palace, they claimed to have experienced a series of strange incidents. The surroundings seemed to change around them, and they encountered people dressed in late 18th century attire, including a woman they later identified as Marie Antoinette. They also described seeing outdated architecture, hearing mysterious voices, and feeling an oppressive atmosphere, as if something significant was about to happen. The two women didn't discuss the incident immediately after their visit, but when they later shared their experiences, they found striking similarities. Moberly and Jourdain eventually documented their account in a book titled An Adventure, published in 1911. They wrote under pseudonyms, using extensive detail to describe their uncanny experiences and their subsequent investigations into the history of the Petit Trianon. Historians, psychologists, and enthusiasts have dissected their account for over a century, offering various interpretations. Some argue it was a shared hallucination or misinterpretation of a historical reenactment. Others propose that the women experienced a time slip, a spontaneous and temporary shift in time. The tale's credibility has been extensively debated, with critics pointing out factual inaccuracies and inconsistencies in their account. Yet, the fact that both women were respected academics and the detailed nature of their narrative have lent some weight to their tale, ensuring that the Moberly-Jourdain incident has remained a captivating case in the annals of supposed time travel events. The Moberly-Jourdain incident might not provide indisputable proof of time travel, but it indeed presents an intriguing case study in perception, memory, and the human fascination with time. Their tale has become a popular culture reference, inspiring novels, plays, and movies. Number 6. The Vanishing Hotel of 1908. In the chronicles of purported time travel incidents, one tale continues to baffle and captivate: the Vanishing Hotel of 1908. The story revolves around two British couples traveling in France who claim to have stayed at an eerily out-of-time hotel that disappeared upon their attempt to revisit. The story was told by renowned British academics, Dr. Anne Moberly and Eleanor Jourdain. They recounted how in 1908, two couples, the Simpsons and the Jourds, embarked on a motoring holiday in northern France. Seeking lodging for the night, they found an old-fashioned hotel where they experienced peculiar occurrences. The hotel staff wore outdated uniforms, the windows seemed to be made of antique glass, and the rooms lacked modern amenities. Stranger still, they were asked to pay only 19 francs for rooms and meals for 4 people, an extraordinarily low amount even for the early 20th century. Upon their return to Britain, the couples raved about their strange stay and even sent friends to find the hotel. To their surprise, their friends could not locate it. Puzzled, the Simpsons and Jours returned to France and retraced their steps, only to find the hotel had vanished. Moberly and Jourdain recounted this mysterious incident in a book titled The Adventure. the same book in which they documented their infamous incident at Versailles. Skeptics offered alternative explanations, such as the couples experiencing a collective false memory or being victims of a scam. Yet these theories struggle to explain the intricate details of the couple's experience or the perplexing disappearance of the hotel. The vanishing hotel story, though not as well known as other alleged time travel incidents, remains an intriguing mystery. Its allure lies in its simplicity and the relatability of the people involved, making it one of the more captivating episodes in the narrative of time travel. Number 7. The evidence of Andrew Basiago and Project Pegasus. In the pantheon of alleged time travelers, Andrew Basiago's claims are among the most expansive and remarkable. Basiago, an American lawyer, says he was part of a top-secret government program called Project Pegasus, which was reportedly involved in experimental teleportation and time travel during the late 1960s and early 1970s. Basiago has asserted that as a child, he was chosen to be part of this project due to his exceptional mental and physical abilities. He claims to have been subjected to various advanced technologies, including teleportation and chronovision, a device that purportedly allows holographic viewing of past and future events. He's also suggested that he was sent through time on multiple occasions, most famously claiming to have been present at Abraham Lincoln's Gettysburg Address as a 7-year-old boy. He even produced a photograph, taken in 1863, showing a boy in oversized shoes, suggesting it's him. Furthermore, Basiago has made numerous predictions about the future, including his own presidency. He's consistently maintained his claims, offering intricate details about the alleged technologies and events he experienced. Skeptics have, understandably, questioned Basiago's narrative, citing the lack of substantial evidence and the far-fetched nature of his claims. Critics argue that Project Pegasus might have been a figment of Basiago's imagination, or a deliberate hoax designed to captivate the public's fascination with time travel and government conspiracies. Despite the skepticism surrounding his claims, Basiago has continued to publicly share his experiences, appearing on various talk shows, internet forums, and documentaries. His story, whether one deems it fantasy or truth, has captivated millions worldwide and has added a compelling chapter to the narrative of purported time travel incidents. The story of Andrew Basiago and Project Pegasus invites us to question the boundaries of our understanding of time and reality. It challenges us to balance our skepticism with open-mindedness, encouraging us to explore the possibilities that lie in the realm of the unknown. Number 8. Håkan Nordqvist's encounter in his kitchen sink. Time travel tales often involve complex machines, secret government projects, or unexplained phenomena. But the account of Håkan Nordqvist, a man from Sweden, stands out for its utter simplicity and surreal nature. Nordqvist claims to have stumbled upon a time portal located in a most unlikely place, beneath his kitchen sink. The story goes that in August 2006, Nordqvist came home to find water pooling on his kitchen floor, apparently from a leak under his sink. When he crawled into the cabinet to fix the leak, he claims he found himself crawling for a longer time than expected and ended up in the future, in the year 2042. Once there, Nordqvist said he met his 72-year-old self. To prove his story, he even produced a video that shows him alongside an older man, who indeed bears a striking resemblance to him. Both men are seen showing off matching tattoos, which Nordqvist claims is further evidence of his extraordinary journey. Nordqvist's story quickly gained international attention, with the video becoming a sensation on social media platforms. The story, as outlandish as it may seem, captivated the public's imagination, stirring discussions about the nature of time and the possibility of accidental time travel. Skeptics have pointed out the possibility of the story being a well-crafted hoax. The tale and video were released around the time of an advertising campaign for an insurance company, which some believe was a marketing ploy to gain publicity. Despite this, Nordqvist has always stood by his story, insisting that his experience was real. Whether Nordqvist's encounter beneath his kitchen sink was a clever marketing stunt, a surreal dream, or an actual incident of time travel, the story adds a unique and captivating chapter to the annals of alleged time travel incidents. It illustrates the allure that the concept of time travel holds over the human imagination and its enduring power to fascinate, regardless of how improbable the claims may seem. Through his tale, Nordqvist invites us to ponder the unexplored potentials of time and the countless mysteries that our universe might hold, often in the most unexpected of places. Number 9. Rudolf Fentz, the man from the past. Among the countless stories of time travel, the case of Rudolf Fentz is particularly notable as it seemingly involves an individual traveling forward in time. The enigmatic tale revolves around a man who mysteriously appeared in Times Square, New York in 1950, and whose presence stirred an intrigue that continues to captivate. The story was first publicized by a New York City Police Department officer named Hubert Rhine. According to Rhine, on a hot summer night in 1950, a man dressed in 19th century attire appeared in Times Square. The man seemed disoriented, fascinated, and frightened by the technology and hustle around him. Within minutes, he was hit by a taxi and killed. During the subsequent investigation, the items found on him, an old coin, a letter from 1876, a bill from a livery stable, and business cards with the name Rudolf Fentz, suggested he was from the past. Investigators reportedly found that a man named Rudolf Fentz had indeed disappeared in 1876. The Fentz case provoked widespread interest, with speculation that he had unintentionally traveled through time. However, skeptics have offered alternate explanations, some suggesting it was a well-constructed hoax or an urban legend. The origin of the tale was later traced back to a short story written in 1951 by Jack Finney, which some argue discredits the case. Yet others assert that Finney's story was based on real events, keeping the debate alive. Despite the uncertainties, the tale of Rudolf Fentz has etched itself into popular culture. It presents an intriguing reverse perspective on time travel, focusing not on the future or present-day individuals traveling back in time, but on someone from the past stepping into our modern world. Number 10. The unexplained green children of Woolpit. Stepping into the realm of folklore, we encounter the peculiar tale of the green children of Woolpit. This 12th century English legend tells of two children who, mysteriously green-skinned and speaking an unknown language, appeared in the village of Woolpit, Suffolk, sparking speculations that continue to this day. The story, as recorded by English chroniclers Ralph of Coggeshall and William of Newburgh, relates that the children, a brother and sister, were discovered by villagers in one of the wolf pits that gave the village its name. They wore unfamiliar clothing, and their skin was green. They refused all food except for raw beans, and spoke in an incomprehensible language. As time passed, the children learned to eat other food and gradually lost their green hue. They also learned English and could eventually communicate their origins. They spoke of a place called St. Martin's Land, where the sun never shone and the light was like twilight. After a while, the boy became sick and died, but the girl adapted to her new life and even got married. Some argue that the children were from another dimension or time, having stumbled into our world through a portal, a wormhole, or another form of time-space distortion. Others suggest they were extraterrestrial beings or the product of some form of natural anomaly. More mundane theories propose they were children suffering from chlorosis, a form of anemia, or were Flemish immigrants lost and disoriented. Whether the green children of Woolpit were time travelers, aliens, or simply two lost children with an exotic disease, their tale has become deeply embedded in local folklore. It has fueled countless debates and inspired numerous works of fiction, becoming an enduring part of the broader narrative surrounding mysterious time-space anomalies.